Welcome, everyone. Today we are exploring transitional words, focusing on how to use therefore and although to connect our ideas clearly in English sentences. Let's start with our first keyword. What does therefore mean? We use therefore to show the result of an action or statement in the previous sentence. The second sentence is the natural consequence of the first. First, a situation or fact is described in sentence 1. Then, we start sentence 2 with therefore, followed by a comma, to show the result or consequence that follows. Here is example 1, using therefore. Look at the two sentences. The weather was terrible. Therefore, we stayed indoors. Why do we use therefore here? Because staying indoors is the direct result of the terrible weather.
Let's look at another example of using therefore to connect cause and result. Look at the sentence. The apple was bad. Therefore, Nancy threw it away. Let's remember a very important punctuation rule. Always use a full stop before therefore, not a comma. This is a very common mistake. It is wrong to use a comma before therefore, as in, the apple was bad. Therefore. It is correct to use a full stop before therefore, as in, the apple was bad. Therefore. Always remember, the comma goes right after therefore, never before it. Looking at the pattern, we write cause followed by a full stop. Then we write therefore followed by a comma and the result. The full stop ends the first sentence, and the comma comes after therefore. Never use a comma before therefore.
Now let's look at our second keyword. What does although mean? We use although to link two contrasting ideas, where the second idea is surprising or unexpected given the first idea. First, a situation or fact is introduced. Then we use although to introduce a contrasting or surprising idea in the exact same sentence. Here is example 3, using although in the middle of a sentence. Look at the sentence. Dad takes me to the library, although he is busy. The first idea is Dad takes me to the library. The contrasting idea is he is busy. We would not normally expect him to take us when he is busy, so although links these two contrasting ideas together. Here is example 4, using although at the beginning of a sentence. Look at the sentence. Although Oscar loves water sports, he has never gone diving. Remember, when although starts the sentence, always put a comma between the two clauses. Our pattern is although, contrasting idea, main idea. Now it's your turn. Look at each picture and clue carefully. Choose whether to use therefore or although and complete each sentence. Look at question 1. Using the clue, we go to watch the dragon boat races, should we use therefore or although? The sentence starts, it was the dragon boat festival. Because going to watch the races is the direct result of the festival, our complete answer is, it was the dragon boat festival. Therefore, we went to watch the dragon boat races. Look at question 2. Using the clue, I hurt my finger, should we use therefore or although? The sentence starts, I still played basketball, blank. Because playing basketball contrasts with having a hurt finger, our complete answer is, I still played basketball, although I hurt my finger. Look at question 3. Using the clue, sad to say goodbye, complete the sentence, blank, we still have to leave. Leaving despite feeling sad is a contrast, so our complete answer is, although it is sad to say goodbye, we still have to leave. Look at question 4. Using the clue, Mia refused to take the medicine. She, sick yesterday. Complete the sentence. Refusing medicine when sick shows a contrast, so our complete answer is, Mia refused to take the medicine, although she was sick yesterday. Look at question 5. Using the clue, I need to buy a new pair of jeans, complete the sentence starting with, I have grown taller. Needing new jeans is the direct result of growing taller, so our complete answer is, I have grown taller. Therefore, I need to buy a new pair of jeans. Great work, everyone. To recap, therefore shows the result of the previous sentence and is always followed by a comma, while although links two contrasting ideas and requires a comma between clauses when it starts a sentence. Fantastic effort today.